Hi guys, it is Kate. It's 4 a.m. on Saturday, October 24th, and I have decided to vlog my Dewey's 24-hour readathon. It is an hour before the readathon begins, but because I am the host of it, I've gotten up early to make sure that everything is ready for it to begin. Sorry. About to go make a cup of tea and get the welcome message posted on the website, and yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. I hope that I'll have everything ready so that at 5 I can actually start reading. I'm not sure what my first book will be, whether I'll do a book or an audiobook, but I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, so just thought I'd bring you along for the journey. So talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back. It is 5:13. The readathon started 13 minutes ago, and I'm feeling pretty energized. I still haven't gotten a cup of tea or anything to drink. Gabby and I were texting back and forth. She's the other host of the readathon, and so we were talking about one of our drinks actually. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, so we were talking and sharing recipes, and it was a lot of fun and actually got me pretty woken up. So I've been on the Facebook group and answered the questions that were waiting there. I contacted a few people, and now I think I'm going to be able to get to read. So I thought that the first thing I would do would be to answer the opening survey. So I will post this also in physical format, either on I might try to revive my reading blog, but I might also post it on the Goodreads blog list section. So, but for now, I'm going to answer them here with you, and I brought things with me so I can hold them up and show you guys. So the first question is, what fine part of the world are you reading from today? And I am in Northern California. Sorry, the reflection from my computer is in my glasses. I am reading from Northern California. I live in the Sacramento area, and yep, that's where I am at. Which book in your stack are you most looking forward to? Okay, I have 3 books that I'm looking forward to, and I couldn't really decide, so I brought all 3 of them here to show you. I mean, I have a pretty large stack, and I have to read 50 pages from about 6 books that I'm buddy reading for one of the bingo challenges. So I am going to be switching around books quite a bit, but the books I'm most looking forward to are Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I say this every readathon since this book came out, but I still have not made it through the complete illustrated edition. And these illustrations are just so beautiful to not make it through all of them. So I would really love if I could actually read this whole book this time. It's around 250 pages, 246. So it should be doable. I am a super slow reader, but I am hoping to actually be able to read this whole book this time. The other couple of books I am looking forward to is, I left the price tag on it, A Tale of Magic from Chris Colfer. I read his Wishing Well series, and I loved them so much. My sister Alex and I read them kind of together, but not really. We both read them, and I loved them so much. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I didn't even know about this series until my husband and I were at Costco last weekend or the weekend before that, and I saw it there, and I had to get it because, like I said, I love Chris Colfer. This is big font, so it shouldn't be too hard on the eyes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. The last one I'm looking forward to is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes from Suzanne Collins. This came out in August, I believe, but I still haven't read it. I am on a major reading slump. I have not finished a book since the spring. And that's not like me. I try to get 150 books read in a year, and I am nowhere even near 100. I'm not even sure I've passed 50. So I am really looking forward to getting my reading mojo back and just doing some more reading. So I love the Hunger Games series, and so I really want to read this book. I definitely cannot finish it during the readathon, but I hope to get at least 50 pages read because I'm signed up for a buddy read for 50 pages in this, so I need at least 50. I do have it on loan from the library as an audiobook, so I may listen to some of it. I haven't decided yet. The next question is, what snacks are you looking forward to the most? So, in terms of traditional snacks, as opposed to just food, I am looking forward to my Garden Salsa Sun Chips. I have not had these chips in probably a year. I don't eat a lot of chips. They're high in carbs, and I can't have a lot of carbs. But when I have gotten chips, I've been gravitating to the Lay's Southern Heat barbecue chips. I love those ones. And then I also like sweet and spicy Doritos, sweet and spicy chili Doritos. I'm not sure. It's in a purple bag. And I really like those. And I can't find them a lot in the stores lately, but there was like a wavy, one of those wavy chips, Lay's, or I don't remember, Ruffles, and I think it's called All Sorts, and it's a Canadian flavor that they were just going to do a limited time in the States, but I guess it was so popular that they did it for longer than they had planned. But I really like those ones, but barbecue just wasn't really talking to me at the store yesterday. And so I got the Garden Salsa Sun Chips, and those are really good. Highly recommend them. And my second treat is I've been really loving York Peppermint Patties lately. Again, I don't get them very often, but it's a readathon treat, so I got them at the store, and I'm looking forward to them. The two non-snack ones that I'm looking forward to the most is, of course, my crock pot bean soup. My husband does not like it at all, but I love it, and it's a readathon tradition for me that goes back to when I lived in Fresno. I would make it every readathon, and I just get a ton of variety of canned beans, but beans. So I've got navy beans, white cannoli beans, Great Northern beans, red kidney beans, black beans, pinto beans, and then you put in the Rotel tomatoes. And so I get one big jar of the can of the Rotel tomatoes, and then of the original heat level, and then I get one spicy one that's smaller, and my husband won't eat it because he doesn't do spice, and also he doesn't really like beans, but I do. But anyways, and I fill up the crock pot to the top, so I will have leftovers for sure. But before I got married, I used to then eat this soup for the entire weekend, and it is seriously my favorite soup ever. It's such a comfort soup. Whenever my husband will go out of town for work, I will make this soup, and that's what I'll eat for the weekend. Yeah, so I am really looking forward to that. I have not had it. I don't think I made it in the April readathon, but maybe I did. I don't remember, but if not, then it's been almost a year since I've had this soup, and I love it. I got some sourdough bread to eat with it, and I'm so excited. But the other thing I'm really looking forward to is I make this drink called Wassail, and it's kind of like an apple cider, hot apple cider. So you put it on the stove, and you get a a container of apple cider, not the sparkling kind, just apple cider that looks like apple juice, but make sure it's apple cider. And then you put in some like orange juice, lemon juice. I put in some pineapple juice. Some recipes call for it, some don't. Um, I put in an onion, not an onion. Ooh, do not put an onion. An orange poked with cloves. And then I put in cinnamon sticks. And what else do I put in there? Some people put in ginger, but I don't because we never really had ginger growing up. My mom doesn't like ginger. So I leave out ginger. A pinch of nutmeg. And then I'll sometimes put in a sprinkle of ground cinnamon, just that kind of thing. I think I've done some allspice before. So you just want just like a spiced hot drink. And then I simmer it on the stove for most of the day. I mean, a lot of it will kind of evaporate, but you could do it in a crock pot, but I've got the bean soup in my crock pot. So, if I remember, I will try to link the wassail recipe that I use below. It doesn't call for the pineapple juice, but I like to add the pineapple juice. So, highly recommend it if you are looking for some kind of comfort hot drink. Wassail is so good. So I will shortly be putting on an audiobook and getting that on the stove so that I can enjoy it. And then later tonight, one of the bingo square challenges is to have a snack that your character has in the book. And this was really hard because I was trying to pre-plan and I didn't know a lot, and a lot of the books I'm reading are fantasy books, and so what I decided to do was get all the ingredients to make butterbeer. And so later tonight I will be making some butterbeer. I might try to give some to my husband. He doesn't know about Harry Potter or what butterbeer is, so he probably won't like it, but he can try it. And so then I will read Harry Potter and drink some butterbeer and get that bingo checked off because I'm going to try for a blackout this time, and I'm so excited. So, okay, that brings us to question number 4. Tell us a little something about yourself. Well, I am 32. I got married almost a year and a half ago. We've got 2 little baby Maltepoos who are down here with me because they decided to follow me downstairs, and now they are passed out down here. I love to cross stitch, and I've recently become obsessed with knitting. I also love to crochet and quilt, but I haven't quilted in a while because it's a lot of work to get set up, but I do love to quilt. I have just taken up bullet journaling again, and I'm not working at present because I decided I needed a change of career. So I put in my 2 weeks notice, and like the very next day is when COVID blew up, and my very last day of work was when California entered shelter in place. And so it was not great timing at all on my part, but what are you gonna do? I mean, oh yeah, I should say what I wanted to change to do. I wanted to change to become a librarian. I love books. I love reading. And so, well, you do have to have a degree in library sciences to become a librarian, and I don't have that. I wanted to start to get into the library system, so I was going to apply to be a shelfer at the libraries, And here where we live, this is something you have to apply for in person. And when all the libraries are closed down, you can't exactly do that. And I don't think that any of them are hiring for that position right now. So COVID completely messed up my plans. I can't even file for unemployment because I wasn't fired. I wasn't let go. I I voluntarily quit right before COVID hit. So not my best timing at all. But that's all right because I've had more time to focus on Dewey's and getting our lives somewhat in order here and just kind of refocusing. I would like to get back into the workforce, but at the moment that's on hold. So both my husband and I are high risk groups. I have diabetes and asthma. I was like, what's the second one? Diabetes and asthma. And my husband is older and just has a number of issues that I will keep private because he's a privacy advocate, and so I can say my things, but I'll leave his alone. But anyways, so yeah, that's some about myself, and this is going way longer than I thought. Anyways, so if you participated in the last readathon, what's one thing you'll do different today? So I have been participating since 2009, so this is like, I don't know, my 22nd, 23rd, who knows? It's up there. Readathon. I'm hoping to make it the full 24 hours. It's been so long since I've been able to do that, but I would love to do that. One other thing that will be different today is I'm trying to vlog, which I don't think 19 minutes counts as a vlog, but whatever. I'm a talker, clearly. I'm a talker. But also, I am not co-hosting, and I have been co-hosting, I think, since 2012 or 2013, doing the last 3 to 4 hours on the main website. Since I am an admin, I farmed out all those hours because there's a lot of admin stuff that needs to be looked into and constantly checked on throughout the day. And I've done a ton of prep work in the lead up to this event. Probably a good 40 hours. So I decided there were volunteers who wanted to do co-hosting. I would assign all the hours and take a break from doing the actual hours on the website. So I am really looking forward to that. I just hope that it's been so long since I've been able to read during a readathon because I'm busy with the Goodreads group or the Facebook group, which I'm still busy with, but I'm hoping that this time I will have done enough prep work ahead of time that I will not need to constantly be on top of little tiny fires, if that makes sense. So that's my biggest change that I'm hoping to accomplish this time. So anyways, I am going to put on an audiobook now. I will share with you which one. Untouchable from Kate Bryan. I picked this because, hang on, let me get my bullet journal. So here's my bullet journal with my bingo board. And then I'm going to fill this in. This is 10-minute increments with the things that are applicable. Anyways, so Untouchable, one of the bingo squares is we needed a diverse main character or author. And one of the main characters in this book is Indian, not Native American, but from India. And so that, I think that will count because it's a minority. And then also this book is set in the fall or winter. It's around Thanksgiving. And I think the audiobook itself is 6 hours. And I listen on almost 2 times speed, 1.75. So it'll take about 3 hours to finish this book. So I think this will definitely work for a book that I started and finished in the day. So I am really looking forward to that. And I'm going to go make the wassail. I'm probably going to also load the dishwasher and get the kitchen cleaned up a little bit. Then I am going to make some tea, and hopefully at the beginning of hour 2 I can settle in with Harry Potter and do an hour-long sprint with just a nice hot drink and some comfy reading. I've also got my Slytherin socks that I knitted, so I am so ready to put these on and get my comfy on. In a little bit I'll take a shower, but our sprinklers were on, and then also if I turn on the dishwasher I won't be able to. But anyway, so that's my updates, and I will check in with you guys later with shorter updates. So bye. Hello, it's 7:58, so just before hour 4, and that means that the hour 4 reading sprint is about to start, and I've decided to participate, so I'm doing this quick update. I am almost done with my first book. I've got, I'm at 1 hour 49 minutes left, but at 1.75 speed, that's about 1 hour. So that's all that's left. I will be actually reading for this hour, for this sprint, and I will be reading from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I am starting at the beginning, so let's see how far I go. My husband's in the kitchen. Now he's looking at me. I don't like that. So let's see how far we get in an hour. And, yeah. Oh, it actually starts on page 1, so that'll be easier to keep track. This is where we are. So I will check in with you guys in another hour. I have my first cup of tea, which took me forever to make, and my second bowl of soup, so we're ready to go. Bye. Okay, well, that was a bit of a fail. I only managed to read 20 pages because my husband couldn't find things, so they needed to be found in the kitchen, and then also he's doing yard work, and then the dogs got out and we're chasing down another dog, and so basically chaos. So I will wait until he leaves to make another attempt, but I'm still counting that as one of the 2 reading sprints I needed because I did make a valid attempt, and yeah, so I'm gonna count it. So for now, I will be switching back to my audiobook and trying to finish that while I try to do a few computer things that I need to do. I need to post a mini challenge that I created. We had 1 hour that didn't have a mini challenge volunteer, so I made one. And then I also need to complete mini challenges that happened in the past that I didn't do, and check and make sure that everyone has posts scheduled as they should be. So I'm going to do that. I'm hoping by the time I finish that, my husband might be gone, and then I can take a shower. Not like I couldn't take a shower now, but I'm just trying to keep an eye on the dogs because they want to be outside or wherever he's at. So, yeah, so I'm trying to do things in that order, and then I'll have a finished book, which is super exciting. I also need to update my bingo board and cross off the things I've done. So that is how I am hoping to do this. And oh yeah, I was also waiting for a shower because it's kind of cold right now, and so I wanted a little bit more of the sun out to warm up, so it's not like stepping out of a shower and it's like brr cold. But anyways, so I finished 21 pages on Harry Potter. I have another 30 to go before I can count this as complete for the challenges, the bingo board challenges. So, yeah, so hopefully I'll get that next reading sprint. I'll be able to get those 30 pages and have it complete. Until then, I am going to finish Untouchable by Kate Bryan, and maybe then see about another audiobook if I need to complete more things. So I will check in with you when that book is done. Bye. Hi, I'm back. It is 12:08, hour number 8? No, is that right? Hour number 8, yeah. And I am about 10 minutes late for this hour's reading sprint, so I'm going to start at 12:15 and go to 1:15. My shower took longer than I expected, but it's good to be clean again. So I have completed my first book, Untouchable by Kate Bryan, and I have started my next book, my next audiobook actually, which is The Unexpected Spy by Tracy Walder. This is about a girl who was recruited into the CIA. She was in a sorority, and then she got recruited into the CIA and eventually into the FBI, and this is just kind of her story. I needed this book for two squares on my bingo board. It is written by Tracy Walder with Jessica Anayo Blau. I probably pronounced that really wrong, but one of the prompts was 2 or more authors, and so this will meet that prompt. And then it also meets the prompt of a person on the cover, and it also meets the prompt of nonfiction. So far, I am doing pretty good on my bingo. This is what my board looks like. I'm loving how colorful this layout is, with each square being a different book or a different activity. So I am really enjoying this spread and keeping track of everything. But anyways, so I will hopefully be getting done the 30 pages I need to count this book as read. This one could also work for a person on the cover. Anyways, so yeah, I need to get 30 pages of this read to count it for the buddy read squares. And then, as much as I want to try to finish this book during the readathon, I do need to do 30 pages in each of the other buddy reads that I have committed to, because there are people who signed up for that book as a buddy read, and they need me to do my 50 pages to make it kind of legitimate. I mean, they'll be able to count it either way, but it just feels like kind of like cheating. I made him a commitment, and so there's some kind of weird light in that. Anyways, so I plan on doing 50 pages in each of my buddy reads books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez Louise, what was I thinking? Anyways, 50 pages in each of those 7 books, and then I will return to this one, and hopefully I might be able to eke out a finish. We shall see. I just kept agreeing to do buddy reads with people because I didn't want anyone to feel like left out and that they didn't have a buddy for their book, and so I just agreed to do a lot of them. So it's a lot of books with 50 pages. A couple of them I have also on audio, so I will do 50 pages on audio on that. I could technically do 50 pages audio on the Harry Potter buddy reads. I have 3 Harry Potters I need to buddy read. But we will see. I might just work on my dad's Vanilla Socks, put on the audio, and follow along in the book, because you don't really have to pay attention to a pattern, so my hands will still be busy, but I can still follow along on the book. So I might do that. I am a little bit tired and was super tempted by a nap, but I resisted. So I am back, but I might go get an energy drink. Yeah, I might do that. Anyways, so I want to be starting my sprint in 2 minutes. So I'm going to end this here, and I will let you know how far I get. I'm on page 20 right now, so I will check back in an hour and see if I managed to get those 30 pages complete. So until later, bye. Hello, it is 1:46. We are into hour 9. And so we're over a third of the way through the readathon. I managed to finish the 50 pages I needed to finish on the first Harry Potter, which means I am done with one of the 7 buddy reads I need to do. The weather outside seems really nice right now. My phone says it's 70, but it feels a little warmer than that. So I'm actually thinking about going outside to read for a little while. I am, again, feeling tired, so I'm thinking that I will do the graphic novel I need to do for one of my bingo squares, and for that I have Artemis Fowl, the graphic novel. I have it on my iPad, so I'll be reading it there. I borrowed it from the library, and so I'm thinking I'll just go outside and read that, and once I finish that, I might come back inside, but and then maybe do some cross stitch or something. I don't think it will take me too long to complete Artemis Fowl. According to my notes, it's 128 pages, but graphic novels tend to go pretty fast. It's not a genre that I'm really interested in. However, I do like Artemis Fowl, so I'm hoping that this one will go better than most graphic novels. It's just not my style, my thing. But I do want to get Blackout. I am getting pretty close. I've got one full bingo right here. There are a few I won't be able to get for a while. For example, 1 hour at night. Well, it's 1:48 in the afternoon right now, so we're not close to nighttime, so that one will have to wait for a little while. I am pretty close to finishing the amount I need to finish in the Unexpected Spy, which will get me a couple more boxes. And I thought about finishing that out, but I did kind of want to just read outside. I could just listen to something, but I'm feeling more like reading something. So I'm going to go outside for a little while and do that while it's still nice. We have to exercise for 30 minutes, so I'm probably going to wait till it's later. Sometimes I do it in the middle of the night, like take a walk around the neighborhood for 30 minutes, and that sometimes energizes me a little bit more, so yeah, we will see. But anyways, so to complete all of my tasks, I think I actually only need to read in 3 more books. So I need to finish The Unexpected Spy. I need to do Artemis Fowl. I need to do Midnight Sun. Then I have down here written also Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but I think that actually Midnight Sun will fit for that task, and I know that Artemis Fowl will fit for the task I put for Harry Potter number 3. So if I can get those out of the way, I'm basically on my way to a blackout, and then I will be able to focus on my my buddy reads that I agreed to, but not be as worried about the blackout. So I do also have to dress like a character, and I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking about putting on a black skirt and a white shirt, and then like a black sweater and my Slytherin socks, and saying that I'm dressing up as a character from Harry Potter. I mean, it won't look super like their uniforms, but it's about as close as I've got. I do have a Cinderella costume from Halloween, but I just am not feeling like reading Cinderella. So yeah, so that's kind of my costume plan. It's kind of lame, but it'll get me there. I haven't done it yet. I still have butterbeer as my drink featured in a book, but I could technically change it to tea, because in Harry Potter alone, they've mentioned tea like 3 times, 2 or 3 times already. 3 times, because Hagrid asked for a cup of tea when he came to the shack on the rock, when the glass fell out at the zoo, the zookeeper made Aunt Petunia a cup of tea. And then in the very first chapter, when all the weird things was happening on the news, Aunt Petunia brought in 2 cups of tea for her and Uncle Vernon. So technically, tea has been mentioned 3 times in the 50 pages I read. So I could count that as crossed off, but that feels a little cheaty. If I get desperate and don't really want to make butterbeer, I might change it. But for now, we're still going to stick to the plan of making butterbeer later tonight. So that will basically get me there. So I'm going to shut this off, spend the next 10 minutes doing some admin things. I think I have a couple emails to answer. And then I will head out and read Artemis Fowl for about an hour. So I will check back with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Well, it's 4 o'clock, and that means we are at hour 12. At the end of this hour, we will be halfway through the event, and then I will do the mid-event survey. But needless to say, I've basically finished bingo. The 4 or 3.5 that I have left to do is exercise, a snack featured in a book, dress like a character, and then I have to read 1 hour at night. Since it's not nighttime, I can't do that yet. I'm thinking of trying to get my husband to take a 30-minute walk with me, or I might just do one by myself. But I'm still waiting later in the day to do that. Still looking at making butterbeer late tonight. And then, maybe after this hour's reading sprint, I will dress like a character from Harry Potter so I can just call that one done. And do it without my husband, teasing me about it. But, I'm not going to stay dressed in the character because right now I'm just in a comfy, baggy shirt and pajama pants, and it's comfortable, so I want to read while comfortable, but I don't know if I need to read 50 pages while dressed like a Harry Potter character, so we will see about that. But anyways, yeah, I can't believe that I've basically got blackout already. It's insane. I did end up getting to 100 pages on The Unexpected Spy. It's pretty good so far. 3.5 to a 4-star probably for me. There's a lot of redacted stuff that's redacted by the CIA, which makes it a little hard to follow. But overall, it's pretty interesting. It would be more interesting if every other sentence, it feels like, or in every other paragraph, it literally says, redacted by the CIA. So, that's kind of frustrating, but, it is what it is. People have to be protected, things have to be protected, and I get that. But anyways, so, and then I read half of the Artemis Fowl graphic novel. Like I said, that's not my favorite style of book. I'm not actually sure I would have been following the plot in the graphic novel if I didn't already know the plot from the book. So I'm not sure I can continue this series as a graphic novel until I read more of the books. Because it just is, I feel like it would be confusing. Maybe it wouldn't, but I am familiar with the plot from the book, so. The first book, anyways. So anyways, yeah, I won't be referencing bingo for a little while now. Probably until nighttime. And here's how colorful and pretty that our tracker is. I haven't done any crafting. I had changed that from what's on my plate to what's on my needles to see, but perhaps I should have left it as what's on my plate because I've eaten more than I have crafted. But I am now going to try to get 50 pages on the 6 books that are still on my Buddy Reads list so that my partners will have actually buddy read. Luckily, I do have 3, 4 of them on audio, and then the 2 more Harry Potters I'm going to try to actually read. But so then when I get to that, I'll just bring out some cross stitch or some knitting. So yeah, that's the update for now. I am going to do the reading sprint. I am again late, but I'll just do the extra minutes. And we will see how far I get in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Illustrated Edition. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Well, it is now 5:22 p.m. and I did not actually do the reading sprint last hour. I ended up FaceTiming with my sister and my mom. They are participating as well up in Washington State. And we basically talked for, 30 minutes, 45 minutes about our various plans with the readathon. And even my sister's husband is participating, which is super awesome. And I love that. So we game planned in how they could get the blackout, because they are trying to get bingo blackout as well. And it was just a lot of fun. I really love being able to participate as a family. In years past, we would have Skype calls, and I don't know if I'll be able to call my sister in Germany and maybe read a book to my nephew. I would love if that could happen, but it's harder to arrange that. I should actually message her real quick, though. But anyways, so I thought I would come back and do the mid-event survey since we are into hour 13 now. We have done 12 and a half almost hours. So I will go ahead and do the survey. Question number 1. What are you reading right now? Well, I am 4 pages into Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So far, there haven't really been pictures, so I'm hoping some show up, or it's going to be a real long 50 pages. Oh, I just saw a couple nice ones. Look at this one. Of the night bus. So, yay, that's coming up. But, okay, so anyways, so that's what I'm reading right now. How many books have you read so far? Well, I've started and finished 1 book. I've also started 4 others. So I started and finished Untouchable from Kate Bryan. I've started Artemis Fowl graphic novel, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, The Unexpected Spy by Tracy Walden or Walder. And that leaves 1 more, right? Maybe it's just the 4? Let me look at my little thing. Untouchable, Unexpected Spy, Artemis Fowl, Harry Potter 1, and Harry Potter 3. That's 5. Okay, so, yeah, that's where I'm at. What book are you looking forward to for the second half of the readathon? Well, I need to really complete do the 50 pages in each of my buddy reads. So that is Harry Potter number 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter number 4, Goblet of Fire, The Hobbit, The Other Boleyn Girl, Midnight Sun, and The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So, probably of those, The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes is what I'm looking forward to the most. I started Midnight Sun in the August reverse readathon, and I didn't love it yet, so I probably need to restart it to get back into it. But so right now I'm probably looking forward to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes more, but we will see. I am looking forward to maybe finishing a couple of the books that I started, if I can finish the buddy reads. So yes. The next question is, have you had many interruptions? How did you deal with those? I actually haven't had many interruptions. A few for my husband as he was looking for things. And then I did call my sister and FaceTime her, but I called her. So, because she had texted me. So instead of responding, I just called. And so I don't really know that there's been a way to deal with them per se. It's just, yeah. So that's how that's been going. It's actually been pretty interruption free. There hasn't been a lot of admin stuff that I've needed to attend to, which has been great. This is probably the readathon that I've been enjoying the most in years. And yeah, I'm really happy to be enthusiastic and to read again. So, what surprises you most about the readathon so far? Probably that, my enthusiasm for it, my actual reading. There's a chance I can get to 1,000 pages. I'm at 466 right now. So, I mean, I do need to pick up my pace a little bit, but there's a chance I could reach 1,000 pages, and I don't know that I've ever reached 1,000 pages. So, I'm really actually enjoying that. So, that's all I've got for right now. I will come back with another update. Probably not until I finish the 50 pages on this. So, it is 5:30 now. Let's see how long it takes me to get 50 pages in this book. So, talk to you guys later. Bye. It is now 7:55 p.m. We are 5 minutes away from the start of hour 16 and the next reading sprint. I have changed into my character outfit. This is as good as it can get for a Harry Potter character, a Slytherin one. I don't have a Slytherin tie, so I'm just using this scarf. I am wearing my hand-knit Slytherin socks. I just took that one off. I'm wearing a black skirt, white shirt, and a black sweater over top. And this is as good as it's gonna get for the character. So during this reading sprint, I will be reading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm still on page 4. So I don't know if the last time I updated, I had finished the Artemis Fowl graphic novel. I went outside and ended up doing that instead of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So yeah, so I finished that, and I have now also started my next audiobook, which is The Other Boleyn Girl. I need 50 pages of that for a buddy read I am doing. So that is my next goal. I am starting to get a little tired. I am drinking my first energy drink. It is a Bang Blue Raz. It's got no added sugar. So, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. So that's what I am drinking right now. I have started to get a small headache, so I am going to take some ibuprofen, and then hopefully I will be good to go. So the sprint starts in 2 minutes. I'm going to go take that and then get reading. I may put on the audiobook for this and just kind of follow along. I haven't really fully decided yet, so we will see. But until the end of the hour, bye. It is now 9:14, and I am done with my 50 pages in the third Harry Potter book. So yay, that only took me about an hour 15 minutes, so not too bad. I spent the hour in the 50 pages in my costume as, I guess, Pansy Parkinson, because I have to pick a character, so we're going with Pansy. And now I am going to change, and I think that this will be a good time to exercise for 30 minutes. So I'm going to take an audiobook with me and go for a walk around the neighborhood. And then I will come home and make the butterbeer, and that will get me my blackout. So I'm super excited to have my blackout. My page is looking so beautifully colorful. And when I come back, I should have finished the 50 pages on the other Boleyn girl on the walk. And then I will either do, trying to decide which book to do. Well, I will choose one of the other ones on my Buddy Reads list. So I do think actually I need to get a couple posts up. I haven't yet put up my mini challenge word search, so I still need to do that. And yeah, other than that, things are going pretty good. I am at around 700 pages, so hoping I can still make it to 1,000. But I will keep you guys updated. Until later, bye. I forgot to say one thing. I did start knitting, so I have finally started to do a little crafting while listening to audiobook. And I am working on the Slip Stravaganza from Stephen West. I'm still on part 1, so I'm definitely behind, but maybe I can finish the first part of part 1. We will see. But anyways, that is all, and I will check in with you guys later. Hi, you guys. It is now 12:21 a.m., so we are well into the final portion of the readathon. Oh, geez, I have not updated my tracker in a while. I need to do that. But anyways, so since we last spoke, I completed the buddy read for the other Boleyn girl. So I did, I did over 50 pages of that. I think it was 91. And I did 62 pages of The Hobbit. And I am now about 25 pages into Midnight Sun. Still not super enjoying it at the moment, so I will be eager to move on from that when I get those last 25 pages. So that leaves me still needing to do, let's see, I'm looking at my list here. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I still need to do 50 pages in that, and still need to do 50 pages in the 4th Harry Potter book. I'm not quite sure what I will do after I finish those. That might actually take me to the end of the readathon, but we have got 4.5 hours to go. I think I can make it till the end. I will have then been up for 25 hours, so eager to go to bed. But I did do 30 minutes of exercise that then actually turned into 50 because when I got back home from walking around the block, I did like 4 laps. The dogs went crazy and insisted that I take them for a walk, so I did that. They are sleeping in their beds again right next to me. My husband has gone to bed and I am still up. But I'm feeling pretty good in terms of energy. I'm feeling pretty good in terms of what I've accomplished during this readathon. And, yeah, so I am just going to update this side. I have gotten the full blackout. Yay! I just finished making butterbeer, and the recipe I used this time was the worst one I've ever tried. It was completely disgusting. And also wrong. First of all, it told me to microwave the milk for 3 minutes and then to microwave it for another 3 minutes. But even before the first minute of the second time in the microwave had gone through, it completely boiled over and got everywhere. Anyways, it was so disgusting. I did get off-brand cream soda, so I don't think that helped it. But, like, the ratio of milk to cream soda was, like, 2 times the amount of milk to cream soda. And so I just think it needed to be more in the other direction. Like, 2 times the cream soda to the milk. But then I also took a sip of the cream soda, and it just wasn't good like normal cream soda. It was Shasta, but my only other option was to buy a 12-pack, and I cannot have that much sugar in the house because cream soda is one of my favorite sodas. And so I just bought the 2-liter bottle, but A&W's is really good. So I'm thinking part of it was probably the off-brand, but also I just think this recipe was really bad. So not going on the list of repeats. I did actually throw it down the drain. I took like 3 sips and was like, ugh, no, this is disgusting. So yeah, that ended up being a waste. But now I am going to try to finish my reading for Midnight Sun, do the Harry Potter one, and then I will do the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and that will probably put me to the end. I did have to write up a couple of posts because one of our volunteers didn't fill them out, and I never really heard back, so I don't think she's going to. It is for hours 23 and 24, but I just don't like to leave those open in case they don't get filled in. So I did actually spend a good portion of time after my walk doing that. But yep, so let's get through the rest of this, and I will come back later closer towards the end with another update. Bye. Hello guys, I am here to wrap up my readathon vlog. It is now 8:24 in the morning, so the readathon ended about 3.5 hours ago, and unfortunately I did not make it till the end. I put on the audiobook of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and brilliantly decided to lay down on the couch while listening to it and promptly fell asleep. I don't know that I even listened to like a full minute of it before I passed out. So unfortunately I didn't make my goal of 1,000 pages, which is fine because I've never made 1,000 pages before, and I did get to 870. I do feel like if I had been able to stay up the whole time, and if I had really pushed myself, I could have done it. But I wouldn't have taken in any of the book, that I could have reached 1,000 pages. But as it is, I am completely happy with my results. I don't even know that I've reached 870 pages before. Yeah. So I did take about a 3 to 4 hour nap on the couch. I might go up and take another nap in a little bit, but I don't want to like go to bed per se, because then that just throws me into this whole cycle of getting off a sleep track. And last time that happened, it took me almost a month to get back onto a regular sleep track, so I want to try to push myself and just try to go to bed early or something. I am a little sleepy, but we will see what happens. My husband does have a big yard project that he's going to work on today, and I would like to do a few house projects inside. I need to tidy up from the readathon. I need to tidy up the kitchen and vacuum. And then my craft room is in quite the state, which is actually why I did this whole readathon downstairs at the dining room table, is because the craft room is a massive, massive mess. And so I'd like to tidy that up. Those are my main projects that I would like to accomplish today. It is also recycle day so every other week our recycling gets picked up. So we need to put out the recycle bins tonight, and that always takes us an hour or two to go through everything. And my husband washes all of the recycling, like seriously washes, like scrubs it. And so that always takes us a while to do, so we have to do that tonight. So, excuse me. Overall, I am really happy with how the readathon went. I think that everything was prepped so much in advance that it really enabled me to participate in the readathon despite hosting the readathon. So I'm really pleased with that. I started 10 books, finished 2, read 870 pages, and I didn't actually do any mini challenges, which surprises me because I could see them all as people were volunteering to host them, and they looked really interesting, so I'm a little disappointed with myself that I didn't do any of them, but I really just wanted to read, and I'm hoping that this will fix the reading slump that I've been in. I started this readathon having read 36 books this year, and that is not like me at all. I don't even know the last year I got as few as 36, or even below 50. So I really want to make a big push these last 2 months of the year and see if maybe I can reach 100. That's probably a stretch, especially because, especially because I need to restart the Stormlight Archives from Brandon Sanderson, and those are all over 1,000 pages, but the 4th book is coming out next month, and so I need to reread the first 3, and then, of course, that one, and so that will take a big chunk of my reading time, but I still want to really kind of push myself, see if my goal for this week will be to finish all 10, no, I can't finish all 10 of the books I started because I started each of the books in the Harry Potter series. So I would have to get through the first 4 books in the Harry Potter series in 1 week, and I'm not sure that's possible. But finish the first Harry Potter book and all of the other ones that were started during this readathon. And I also need to look at my reading challenges that I've kind of let slip by the wayside because I wasn't reading. So I want to update those with the books I finished and just make reading another priority in my life. Like, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos while I craft, and I would instead like to start listening to books again. So that's kind of where I'm at, and the readathon went really well, so I will talk to you guys later, and I will be putting up a FlossTube video sometime next week. Yeah, I need to really push through and do my Christmas ornament for my Secret Santa exchange. I am behind on that. It's supposed to go out at the end of this month, so I've got 6 days to finish it, sew it into an ornament, and also do a few other goodies for the package and get it out. So, yeah, I need to really make that a priority this week. But other than that, this was so much fun, and I'm so glad I got to do it. The next one is April 24th. Gabby and I have already started talking and making some plans, and so I hope that you guys will join us for that. Until next time, bye, and thanks for watching. Hi guys! Didn't think I would do another update, but I just finished editing the video, and I realized I never showed you guys the finished product of my readathon spread, so I'm just going to quickly show you that, and then I'm going to close off this video and upload it. So here you can see how beautifully colorful this spread is, and I definitely think that next readathon I am going to do the same spread. I loved being able to fill in each of these boxes. They're 10-minute increments. If something only took you about 5 minutes, like up here, you only color in half the box. And so I really, really loved this system. Someone else had something very similar on the Dewey's Facebook group, and I stole the idea from her. I told her that I was stealing it, but she only was coloring them in based on her 4 categories down here. So audiobook, reading, sleep, and life, I think is what her 4 categories were. But I wanted to color code it based on my actual books. So, yeah, this is what it looked like. And I am so happy. I only worked on one craft project, and even then it was for like 20 minutes. So I need to do a 24-hour craftathon. Maybe I will vlog that at some point. But that could be a fun thing in December, maybe, actually. Since I'm doing so many advent calendars, maybe I'll do that, see if I could get that started with some other friends. But this is where we're leaving off for the 24-hour readathon, and I will see you guys again in April. Bye.